Karen, and welcome all back, or for the first time to the series, but to the last of the 3 lectures in the series that accompanies our exhibition at the Skyscraper Museum. I hope you'll come down. Should be a card back there that shows you how to get to the museum and talks about the context for world's tallest building, Burj Dubai, which is the building that brought us all together here tonight. But since this is the third of a series of lectures in which Bill Baker, the structural engineer, talked about the engineering and design of the tower, and the second of the series, Ahmed Ambel Razak, talked about the construction with Samsung's on the ground and from the ground up construction of the tower, and gave us an insight into the challenges of that process last time. And this third series is to try to look at the broader context of Dubai and ask this question: why Dubai? What are the conditions that are driving this development? What engenders this ambition and scale of operation? Is it vision? Is it business? Is it both? And we have really an extremely distinguished panel that have flown in from all parts of the world tonight. In fact, given the weather that we have today, which is probably the worst day of weather this year in New York, it's extraordinary that two of our speakers flew in from Dubai today. One managed to land from London, and 2 others, another came from Vancouver, and we have our New York-based moderator and from Turner, John Braley, who is a replacement for the previously advertised Nick Bellotti of Turner International, who's in Dubai now. So I think this compelling reasoning of the business rationale for why Dubai is well demonstrated by both the stream inward, or the convergence tonight from around the world of business partners on this project, and the fact that even one of our previously advertised speakers is kept there on business in Dubai today, and actually Jordan Gruzen came back today just for this for the presentation, and would otherwise have stayed for business. So we thank him for doing that. I'm going to introduce the individual speakers right before they give their presentations in order, and we thought by way of trying to give a kind of visual vocabulary of some of the development that's going on in the Dubai desert, as you can see in the background here. These are my 80 slides that are just going to cycle through. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to talk about them all, but they show you from my one and only trip back at the end of May, the extraordinary sort of status report on the construction in progress that you see throughout, and some of the larger scale operations. This is Jordan's master plan project of just desert sand that has the ambition to be a city for 2 million people within the next 10 or 15 years or so, on this very site that you happen to be looking at right now. So these are just going to play in the background in order to visualize a context of climate, of geography, of real estate, of location being invented, of marketing, of development, and of marketing. As soon as the individual speakers come up, we'll switch over to their presentations. Each one will speak, and I'm going to pull them off the stage if they talk for longer than 7 minutes. There's their absolute outside term. And in succession, the 5 speakers will give you a sense of their company's work in Dubai, and I hope, therefore, give you a very good sense of these ambitious scales and the massive investments that are undergoing right now in Dubai. And so that familiarity, I hope, we'll have when we then turn to the panel, and they'll come onto the stage. And then Bob Ivey, who from the editor-in-chief of Architectural Record, will be the moderator for a panel, and that will then fill the second half of our evening. So with that, I will just introduce our first speaker. Then, if it works out, I'll pop up again and introduce each in turn, as I hope you get your PowerPoint working while I'm introducing you, if that all works out. So Robert Booth will be our first presenter, and Robert Booth is the Executive Director of Development for Emaar Properties, one of the world's biggest publicly traded real estate companies. Based in Vancouver and Dubai, Booth oversees Emaar's developments in the United Arab Emirates, in North Africa, and the Indian subcontinent. Recently, Booth added North America to his portfolio after Emaar acquired John Lang Homes, the second largest privately held home builder in the United States and North America. So Robert will give us a background of the projects that Emaar has undertaken in Dubai now. Here's Robert Booth.